Oh God, between wood and everything else up here. I live basically in Canada, according to Dave, because he doesn't know
Oh
his
damn.
geography.
He's in the upper UP
We got
of
snow the other day.
Michigan. He's in Canada.
Oh wow.
But no, Kenny, go ahead and give a shout out to your ads on online and social media and stuff where people can find you, stuff like that.
Yeah. So it's at Kenny King underscore Junior. It's on Twitter, and I'm pretty much on there all day. If you, my posts aren't for the faint of heart, so
That's right up
if
our
you have
alley.
a yeah if you got a low sodium content, don't follow me, but definitely have some fun on there.
Oh, of course, and especially I know that you have your own part on that Raider Cody podcast, and I know it partners with the Raiders Beat. So I mean, it's really awesome, man. What you guys have got going on there.
Yeah, I do. I've got the segment on there with Cody and part of Raiders Beat, and I also write for Fansided for Just Blog Baby. So
That is
you can always
awesome.
check me out on there.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Another pen to paper writer we got for us, Jay. That's awesome. So, Kenny, we're gonna go ahead and let you go, man. It sounds like you're getting ready to have a good time on Friday night. So we'll go ahead and let you go. We appreciate it.
Cool. Thanks.
Thank you, man. You have a good one, man. You did a great job. Thanks.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Have a good one.
All right.
Man, Kenny's a good dude. Very real. He's not sugarcoating anything. I love it.
Yeah, you did a good job, man. You was breaking down the game.
Man, I was like, he was talking about a 3-point difference. I was a 1-point difference, and you're like 21-10. I was like, Jesus. He cut the wound open. He threw salt in it, sewed it back together, threw more salt on it. I'm like, Jay, good Lord.
You guys didn't even let me tell him why I said that, why I was 21-10. It's because Aaron Rodgers only has to make 4 or 5 plays a game. He's more than capable of doing that. The rest of it is on the run game and the defense. And at the end of the day, they'll control the ball for 38 to 40 minutes and dominate they're at home, too. They'll dominate this game.
I'm picking it close because of the fact of
because you're always respectful. I don't like,
no. I picked some spreads against Minnesota. I ended up picking it was like 28-17, and I don't like Kirk Cousins. Exactly. Same thing with Detroit. I picked a good spread on that. It was like 28-24, I believe, or something like that. And but no, I have a respect for Oakland. I like Gruden. I like the culture he brings to the team, and how they're 3-2, man. No one thought Oakland would be 3-2 right now.
Yeah.
Look at that big yawn. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Oh yeah. You have no idea. Like honestly, there's parts of me that were fighting off sleep. That's why I was quiet.
I believe it. I figured I was quiet. That's why I was bringing up extra stuff. I figured I'd go ahead and bring it up because usually you fill in with the other comments. So I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and and fill in for him. Also, too, folks, Julius Porter got a hold of me right before the show, and he said he apologizes for not coming on the post-game show because he said Monday night. No, he said Monday night that game broke his heart. He said not because of the refs calls, because Detroit putting themselves in the situation to lose another game the way they did. He said it broke his heart. He said it's been re-sewn back together, and the Lions are just going to march on. He said he's ready to move on to the next week. He's not on this game anymore. He hasn't been for a couple of days now, but he wanted to come back and say sorry about that, and we will have him on again shortly soon for the NFC North Roundtable coming up in a couple weeks.
Yes.
Can't wait for that. Tried to attack you.
Trying to fall on me like right now as we speak.
Jay's Boiler Room is a place not for children or women, folks. It's a place of hazards.
Well, I don't know what it's doing. Oh my god.
Oh, also, too, I saw a NFL update earlier, Jay, when we were on the show. Nick Foles plans to practice soon.
Well, that's good.
I mean, yeah, but also the fact that I can't believe he's already practicing. That's really early for him, especially that shoulder injury. I thought that would have been the season for him.
Well, I don't think so. There's probably a lot of banging there because I forgot to mute my mic there. So, yeah, I apologize for that, folks. But,
A little
yeah,
bit.
my shelf was
Oh,
trying to fall over and my mic was trying to bang me in the face. If you could see
also
it, it's
Packers
kind of a
fans.
comedy show.
It's quite the sight, folks. Also, folks, good news. So Matt LaFleur has not taken the sack celebrations away. He said only for the Smith brothers to limit them to a certain time limit. They showed them a certain clip of the Bears and Khalil Mack getting a sack last year. Ended up running until the next play, and they had to take a timeout because the offense was about to snap the play, and the Bears were off celebrating, getting also almost a whole team offsides penalty. So nope, Matt LaFleur says the sacks are back. The sack celebrations are back on. They're not gone. They just want the Smith brothers to limit them. That is all, folks. Don't freak out over that.
He's not being no fun guy. It's okay.
No, he says he wants the players to do it. He just wants them to do it in a timely manner, in his words at the press conference.
I think
That's what was his word.
reasonable. They're all adults. They can do it.
It is. He's working with them.
Yes, he's working with them. Working with them. Thank you. All
No,
right,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting. I was gonna say I'm getting. I didn't want to say it on air, but you know what? I'm getting that feeling about Lazard, man. He reminds me. He reminds me of a.
Said he was gonna have a bunch.
No. I know. You said it. I think. I think the way he showed us in the fourth quarter and the way he can just come in, now he's going to have a week preparation at wide receiver one spot. He's got all the reps. He knows a little bit more about the offense now. I mean, yeah, he was in it since training camp, but I mean, now it's in week, in game reps that he's going to be getting. So I just think that he should be able to come out, and I get this feeling like he's another James Jones, but even bigger than that. I think he has a higher ceiling than Jones. He has a body type that's ridiculous. He's 6'5", 6'6", 230, and he runs a 4.5. The one thing he needed to work out of Iowa State was his route running. His three-cone shuttle was really bad out of college. But 6'6", or 6'5", 6'6" guys usually don't have really solid route running skills. So if he even sharpens those up a little bit, I mean, we saw it last week. He can do the little turnaround routes. He can do the little comeback routes on the back shoulders like Rodgers wanted. It just reminds me of an emerging wide receiver like we were talking about earlier in the year, where MVS would be that every year he's going to take a jump like a Jennings or a Jordy. Well, I think Lazard can be that wide receiver 3 like Jones was.
Yeah, I think Lazard has the ability. He's showing flashes. We'll see if he develops that much, but he definitely has the quarterback's eye from what he's shown in practice, and then he did deliver in the game. I mean, so it's one step forward in the right direction, and he needs to take another step or two here. You're gonna see what the kid can do and what he can handle here in the next couple of weeks, I think, for sure. But I definitely have I've got a good feeling about him because he's obviously done enough. Like, I don't think I've ever heard of the quarterback really going to a coach that isn't playing a player like that and saying, "Hey, put the guy in."
Yeah.
So I mean,
I fully agree on that.
For something in the eyes of how you feel about the kid going forward, because he did step right into the game and make a difference. That touchdown catch was game-changing.
It was season-changing. I mean, it kept us 3-0 in the freaking division, and it showed that the wide receiver core without MVS, Geronimo, and Adams isn't dead. It's got a heartbeat. It's Alan Lazard.
Yeah, and I think Ryan Grant's going to fit in well, too. He's twitchy in the slot.
You know what? I like him more and more I talk about him because I think, man, he already knows the offense. He doesn't need to go through and relearn the signals.
No, honestly, think about this. Consider this. All his flashes came from Kirk Cousins and the water pool of terrible quarterbacks that were the Washington Redskins, right?
Yeah.
Where's he played since then?
Was played in Oakland, and oh god, I don't know who else picked him up. I'm gonna have to go back and look. I can't remember who else picked that young
but
man
he's
up.
played with an Aaron Rodgers before, right? That probably.
Well, I'm not talking about Aaron Rodgers, but I was just talking about other
No, I was
teams.
talking about I'm saying he's never gotten to play with like an actual legitimate an Aaron Rodgers. I think that could make a difference.
Agreed.
Like, he's a veteran that knows the offense, and he's shown flashes with crap quarterbacks. Let's see what the kid can do with a quarterback that knows what he's supposed to be doing, and can communicate properly in practice to help him prepare to be ready for things on Sunday. That's a big difference. Like, do you really think it he got to work with a brain like Aaron Rodgers during the week too to get
prepped? Oh, heck
that
no.
can make a big difference too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just about the on-field play. It's the preparation he's going to get to be able to be and have that interaction in the offense with an Aaron Rodgers. I got a good feeling about Ryan Grant too. I'm not saying he's a game changer. I just think it's another piece that's going to get put together.
What is that noise?
That is my text messages going on.
Oh, is that wifey going, get your butt up here?
Yeah, I got to get the kids to bed, so.
It's a Friday night.
It is Friday night, and it's 20 after 11, so we do need to get going. We got to pay the bills, so here we go.
Man. Okay.
If you haven't had enough of our chatter tonight, you want to get on there and you want to go to NFL Addictions on Facebook.com. It is not a trash talk site, so keep it clean and keep it cordial. All of your NFL debate sports there is on NFL Addictions on Facebook.com. And if you still got an itch to scratch after that and you want to try to win something for your man cave, you want to go to Raz Addictions on Facebook.com and play their version of the raffle for all kinds of cool prizes. You can even play to try to win some cash. They have raffles for cash. You buy a $10 ticket, you get a chance to win $100. That's a shot at winning 10 times your money, folks. It don't get any better than that, unless you really want some signed memorabilia or a tailgating set or that authenticated, tune grill set. Like Dave, because tell him what you won, Dave.
What you just mentioned, a barbecue tailgating set. I've won helmets, Lombardi era artwork signed by all the players, memorabilia rings, Devontae Adams signed football. Horning signed jersey, mini helmet, full helmets. I've got a lot of it, folks. I'm going to post it up on Twitter soon and show you all so that way you can jump in there.
That is Raz Addictions on Facebook.com. You want to go there, play, and win. And it's time for shout-outs. Go ahead, Dave.
I'm going to start off with Miss Julie Voigt of PFG Vibe, co-founder, also writer for OurTurfFootball.com, PackToTheFuture.com, which features us on their podcast page. Man, they have a lot, folks. They got media from everything from audio to video. They've got pictures. They've got articles. They've got us on the podcast. Like I said earlier. Also, too, they got tickets to buy if you want to go to a Packers game. Get your butt on there and go to the Mecca of football. Also, too, Mr. Ryan Molstead of Packers 365. If you don't think he's listening to your show, he's definitely listening to every show. Believe me, he does. He just got back off vacation, so he has plenty of time. And yes, Ryan, I know you're listening, so that's why I'm saying this. Also, too, I'm going to go ahead out and mention Mr. Monty at The Sports Whisperer on Twitter.
At Monty JP231. He is the guy that runs the Full Monty Football Show every Sunday, 11 a.m. on Nuts and Bolts Radio, or Blog Talk Radio, Nuts and Bolts Sports. Excuse me. I'm getting tired. So it's Monty.
I also have another shout out.
At Monty JP231. You want to check him out, man, because he works hard on Sundays, so you don't have to.
I also got one more, Mr. Julius Porter of DetroitSportsNation.com. He's a writer there. He's an analyst.
We like to rib Julius because, he's a friend of the show. So, in all good fun.
Oh, of course. Yeah, he's Good guy. Also, JB